Hello student, this is your first lecture. In this lecture, I will discuss with you the concept which is related to the number system. First chapter, knowing our numbers. Now, what do you mean by digits, numerals and numbers? Digits, we have limited 10 digits. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. What are numbers? Numbers, just an idea of formation of numbers by using the digits. Okay, by using these 10 digits we can form so many kinds of numbers. Numbers are unlimited, digits are limited. What do you mean by numeral? Numeral, we can say that for a number we are using the numeral, just like if 41. So we are using 41, this is a number name. So we can use number name and any kind of symbols to represent the numeral. Just like you can see here, Hindu Arabic numeral and Roman numeral. If a number is 41, okay, so in Hindu Arabic we can say that it is 41. But in Roman numeral, how do we write this 41? We are using some symbols. Which symbols we are using? You can see here, everyone. I stand for 1, V stand for 5, X stand for 10, L stand for 50, C stand for 100, D stand for 500, M stand for 1000. So these are limited symbols we have for writing any kind of number in the form of Roman numeral. Now, see here 41. You want to write 41 in the Roman numerals. So what we use? We are using these symbols just like L. Now, write here L. Okay. L means 50, we need 41, so we want to subtract something. We are writing left hand side X. It means 50 minus 10, 40. And plus 1, that is 41. Why we are adding and why we are subtracting? If we are writing any Roman numeral, at the left hand side of the greater number, that one is subtracted. If we are writing it as the right hand side, that one is added. Be careful. If you are writing any Roman numeral with a greater, left hand side of the greater numeral, that will be subtracted, and if you are writing right hand side, that will be added. Okay. Now some more rules are there. V, L and D. V, L and D. These symbols never repeated and never separated. Never repeated, it means if you want to write 15, you can't write 3 times V, because V, L and D, these symbols never repeated. Okay. So whenever we want to write 15, we are using X symbol and then we are writing V at the right hand side. Clear? Now, V, L and D are never subtracted. Never subtracted means we can't be right at the left hand side. Okay. Now you can see some more examples. Now, how do you can convert this 979 in the Roman numeral? We need these symbols. We are using these symbols. Now we are using M because that is the nearest of that. Now use it. M. M means 1000. Okay, we need 979. So we are subtracting something. What do you subtract? C. Because C means 100. So 1000 minus 100 is what? 900. 900 plus 50. 950. Then 60. 70. And we need 9. Yes. So this is 9. So this is what? 1000. Then minus 100. 900. 900 plus 50. 950, 960, 970 and 979. So in this way you can form any kind of Roman numeral. Okay. Now see the next example, that is CDLX. CDLX. You need to convert this Roman numeral in the Hindu Arabic numeral, or we can say that Indian number system. Yes. Now you can see here D is a greater in these all symbols. Yes. So we are writing firstly D. D stands for 500. D stands for 500. Whatever we are writing, left hand side, we will subtract, and whatever you are writing at the right hand side, that will be add. Yes, you will see here 100 is as well. C means 100, so we need to subtract 100. Okay, then we need to add 50. Then we need to add 10. Clear? So now solve it. 500 minus 100, 400. 400 plus 50, 450 plus 10, 460. So this is your answer, 460. In this way, you can convert any kind of Roman numeral into Hindu-Arabic numeral, and Hindu-Arabic numeral you can convert into the Roman numeral. This is our next concept. In this concept, I will discuss with you how we can write any kind of number in Indian number system and according to international number system. Now, in Indian number system, the place values are different, and international number system we have different place values. You see here, Indian number system place values are 0, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore and arab. These are the place values in Indian number system. When we are writing any number according to the Indian number system, we are writing in this way, just like you can see here. Ones, then tens, then 100, and make comma there after 100. This is the place value of 1000, then 10,000, then make comma, lakh, 10 lakh, and then make comma, then crore. In this way, you can write any Indian number system. Okay? Now, international number system. In international number system, you can see the place values here. Ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million and billion. These are the place values in international number system. How we can write any kind of number in international number system? Ones, tens, 100. Then make comma, 1000, 10,000, 100,000. Then make comma, million, 10 million, 100 million, and so on. Yes, everyone, you can see and observe here, in Indian number system, after 3 digits from right hand side, you make comma, then 2 digits are here and you make comma. Yes, but international number system, we make comma after 3 digits at every places. Okay, now see one example here. 762809241. This is a number. We can't read this number because no commas are here. So according to Indian number system, we read it, or according to international number system. Now check it. When we are using this number in Indian number system, we are placing like this: 1, 4, 2, 9, 0, 8, 2, 6, 7. Okay. Now, ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore. So, how do you can read it? 76 crore, 28 lakh, 9,241. Again, I am speaking. 76 crore, 28 lakh, 9,241. Clear? But if you are writing the same number in the international number system, how do you can read it? And write, see here, 1, 4, 2, 9, 0, 8, 2, 6, 7. Now you can see here, this is ones, tens, 100, then 1000, 10,000, 100,000, then million, 10 million and 100 million. So now here 762,809,241. Again repeating, 762,809,241. Clear? So in this way you can write any number in international number system and according to Indian number system, and you can change also. Okay, but question is asking in this way also, and question is asking how many zeros you have in 1 crore, how many zeros you have in 10 million, how many zeros you have 100,000. In this situation, how do you give your answer? Now see here, 10 power 0, it means, what is the value of this? 1. 10 power 1 means value is 10. 10 power 2 means the value of this is 100. 10 power 3 means 1000, and so on. You can write in this way. power here mentioned, that is what? Number of zeros. Now, if my question is, in 1 lakh, how many zeros you have? So your answer is 5 zeros. In 1 million, how many zeros you have? Your answer is 6. Okay, so in this way you can find this type of questions answer also. Let's see some more examples of formation of number by using digits. First number example, 2, 1, 3 and 9. These 4 digits given to you and question asks form largest digit number and smallest digit number. Okay, largest number and smallest number. How do you can form largest? Firstly we are putting largest digit, then we'll write all the digits in descending order. Yes, so firstly write largest digit. Out of these 4 digits, which digit is largest? 9 is largest. So write firstly 9, then we'll write 3, then we'll write 2 and then we'll write 1. Okay, so this is 9321 is what? Largest number. Now, how do we form the smallest? Firstly, we are writing here smallest digit, then we'll write larger, larger and larger. It means we are writing in ascending order, all the digits. 1, 2, 3 and 9. This is ascending order. So, 1239 is what? Smallest digit we are forming by using these digits. Okay. Now next example you will see here 9046. Writing ascending order or descending order? Descending order. Whenever we are forming largest number, we are writing the digits in the descending order. So 9, 4, then 9, 6, 4 and 0. So 9640 is what? Largest number we are forming by using these 4 digits. How do you form the smallest number? You can form the smallest number just like smaller number, that is 0, 4, 6 and 9. Okay. Now, some student have questions in the mind, ma'am, we are putting 0 here. No value of this 0. So how do we can form the number? You can form the number in this way because question is not asking how many digits the smallest number you need. Question is saying only smallest number. When question is saying smallest number, we can form this smallest number. Okay. But at this place, if question is asking form 4 digit, the smallest number. Question is asking by using these digits, you form 4 digit smallest number. In that situation, you can't write this number. You can't form this number because this is not 4 number. This is 3 number, 3 digits number. Okay. Now, in that situation, firstly we need to write smaller number after 0. Means the number which is the smaller after 0. In these following digits, you can see here 4 is the smaller number. After 0, 4 is the smallest number. So we are writing 4, then we'll write 0, then we'll write 6 and then we'll write 9. So it is what? It is 4 digit smallest number. 4 digit smallest number we are forming by using these digits. Clear? Let's see some more example. Just question is asking form 5 digits largest number. 5 digits largest number you form and 5 digits smallest number you form. Okay? Question is asking 5 digits smallest number and 5 digit largest number and digits are same. No variation in the digits. In that situation, what you do? Question is asking 5 and we have only the 4 digits. So in this time, at this time, we are repeating the largest number. We are repeating the largest number. Now when you form largest number, you repeat the largest digit. Just 9, you write twice. Then will you write remaining digits 2, 3, 2, 1. Clear? So 99,321 is the largest number by forming these 4 digits, by using these 4 digits. Clear? Now 5 digit smallest number you want. Just in the case of largest, we are repeating largest digit. So same in the case of the smallest, which digit we repeat? We repeat smallest digit. Now you can see here 1, 1, 2, 3, 9. We are repeating smallest digit. Clear? In this way you can form any kind of number. Next concept is rounded off. We are using some rules and we can easily round it off number into nearest tens, 100 and 1000. Okay? Let's begin with the nearest tens. How do you can round it off to nearest 10 to n digit? When you are rounded off nearest tens, be careful about 3 rules. Rule number 1, at the place of ones, you put 0 there. It means at the ones place digit, we put 0. Rule number 2, we see the ones place digit is greater than 5 or less than 5. If that is less than 5, we are not making any kind of changes. But if that digit is greater than or equals to 5, greater than or equals to 5, in that situation, we will increase our tens place digit by 1. Let's see some examples. Just 345 is given. Now, rule number 1, at the place of ones place, this is ones, this is tens, and this is 100. Okay? Rule number 1 is saying we are putting 0 at ones place. So, at the place of 5, we are putting 0 here. Okay? Now, second number rule, if ones place digit is lesser than 5 or greater than equals to 5. Now here greater than equals to 5. So rule number 3, we are increasing tens place digit by 1. So tens place digit we are increasing by 1. So this 4 plus 1 is 5 and 3 come as it is. We are not doing any changes in the remaining digits. Okay? Clear? Again you can see here 345. Ones place digit, we put 0. We will see the ones place digit is greater than or equals to 5. In that situation, we will increase tens place number digit by 1. So 4 plus 1 is 5 and remaining digits come as it is 0. Let's see one more example. 4973. Rule number 1, we are putting 0 at ones place. So you put 0 here, ones place. Rule number 2, we check it. This ones place we have a number, a digit that is lesser than 5 or greater than equals to 5. You can see here 3 is lesser than 5, so no need of make any kind of changes. We write all the digits as it is 497. Okay, so 4970 is your correct answer. Now next concept is rounded off to the nearest 100. When we are rounded off nearest 100, again we remind some rules here. Rule number 1 is saying we put the 0 at ones and tens place digit. Rule number 2, we will check it at the tens place digit is greater than or equals to 5 or lesser than 5. And rule number 3, if that digit is greater than or equals to 5, we will increase the 100 place digit by 1 and rest of the digits come as it is. Now let's see some examples. Just example number 1 is 48. Now 48, we will put 0 at what? Ones and tens place. Rule number 2, we will check at the tens place. This is ones and this is tens. At the tens place digit is greater than equals to 5 or lesser than 5. It is lesser than 5, so we will not make any kind of changes and this number is come as it is. So the answer is what? 0. What is the answer? Answer is 0. So when we are rounded off 48 to the nearest 100, answer is 0 here. Let's see the next example. 256. 256. Rule number 1 is saying we are putting zeros on ones and 100 place. So put 0 here, ones and 100 place. Rule number 2, we will check the tens place digit that is lesser than 5 or greater than equals to 5. Now you can see here tens place digit is equals to 5. So we will increase, rule number 3, we will increase the 100 place digit by 1. So we increase by 1, 3 is coming here. Okay. So 300 is the answer. Next example is 35,721. Okay. Now put zeros on ones and tens place. Ones and tens place, we are putting zeros. Rule number 2, we will check the tens place digit is lesser than 5 or greater than equals to 5. Now 2 is lesser than 5, so we will not make any kind of changes. We are writing all the digits just as it is, 3, 5 and 7. No need to be write 2 because at the ones and tens place we already put 2 zeros there. Okay, so 35,700 is the rounded off nearest 100. Now new concept is rounded off the numbers to the nearest thousand. When we are rounded off a number to the nearest thousand, again we need to learn some rules. Rule number 1 is saying we are putting zeros on ones, tens and 100 place. Rule number 2, we will check at the 100 place digit. If that 100 place digit is lesser than 5, we will not make any kind of changes. But if that digit is greater than or equals to 5, we will increase the 1000 place digit by 1. So let's see some example. First example is 75,621. Rule number 1, we put 3 zeros. Nearest 1000 have 3 zeros, so ones, tens and 100. At these 3 places we are putting zeros. Ones, tens and 100. Clear? Now rule number 2, we will check 100 place digit. Ones, tens and 100. This is 100 place digit. Check the 100 place digit is greater than equals to 5. Yes, this is greater than equals to 5. 6 is greater than 5. So we will increase 1000 place digit by 1. So we will increase this 5 by 1. That is 6. So 76,000 is our answer. Let's see the next example. 32,051. 32,051. Now at the place of tens, 100 and 1000 we are putting zeros. Okay. Rule number 2, we will check at the 100 place digit is lesser than 5 or greater than equals to 5. You can see here that is lesser than 5. So we will not make any kind of changes. Rest of the digits come as it is. So 32,000 is your answer. Now one more example here. 567. 567. Now ones, tens and 100 place. You put 0. Rule number 2. Check the 100 place digit. This is 100 place digit. Ones, tens and 100. This is greater than or equals to 5. Yes, it is equals to 5. So we will make changes. What? Increase 1000 place digit by 1. But you can see here no digit is here at 1000 place. So we can let that digit is 0. Because when you are writing 0 before the numbers, no changes in the value of that numbers. So increase the 0 by 1. Clear? Again I am explaining. You not have 1000 place digit. So we can put 0 there. And we are checking 100 place digit is equals to 5. So we will increase the 1000 place digit by 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So 1000 is your rounded off. Next and the last concept and very important concept of your chapter number 1, that is estimation of sum, difference, product and quotient of any two numbers. Now what are the rules of estimation? Whenever we are estimating sum, difference, product and quotient, we need to follow some rules for proper estimation. Now, case number 1, where we are estimating the sum and difference of two numbers. Why? Because sum and difference in both situations, the rules are similar. Same rules we can follow. Whenever you are finding the estimation of sum and difference of two numbers, you follow the rules. Rule number 1, identify the smaller number. Smaller number out of these two small number is given to you. Okay. Next one, find it what are the greatest place value of that smallest number. Rule number 3, here you rounded off all the numbers according to the smallest number place value. And rule number 4, you add all the numbers and you get your answer of estimation. Now I will explain by some examples to you. This is the sum and this is also the sum. Okay. Here we want to do the estimation of sum of these two numbers. Here we want to find the estimation of sum of these two numbers. Clear? Now 728 and 6381. Rule number 1 says identify the smallest number. Which one is the smaller? 728 is smaller. Okay. Rule number 2, what is the greatest place value of smaller number? In this case, 728 is the smaller number. Ones, tens and 100. What is the place value of this? 100. The place value is this 100. So we are rounded off both the numbers to the nearest 100. Clear? Firstly, we identify the what is the place value of that, and then we are rounded off both the numbers in nearest that place value. Now you can see here 728 rounded off to the nearest 100. When you are rounded off to the nearest 100, what rounded off nearest 100 concept is saying? We put 0 on ones and 100 place. Okay, we will see the 100. We will see the tens place digit. So tens place digit is lesser than 5, so we will not make any kind of changes, and the number is coming as it is. So 700 is the answer. Next, see 6381. Okay, nearest 100 you want to round it off, so we put 2 zeros, ones and tens place. Now see, at the tens place digit is greater than 5, so we will increase 100 place digit by 1. So 3 increased by 1 is 4. So 4 is written and rest of the number come as it is. So 6400 is the rounded off this. Clear? After rounded off, we will do the sum. When you do the addition, sum of both, you will get just 0, 0, 7 plus 4, 11 plus 1, 7. So 7100. This is what? This is the sum of both numbers. No, this is the estimation of sum of these both numbers. Clear? Now see the next example. 87 and 21. How do you do the estimation of these sum? Firstly, we need to identify which is the smaller number. You can see here both are the smaller. 21 is the smaller? Yes. 21 is the smaller number. What is the greatest place value of this 21? 21 greatest place value is 1's tens. You can see 1's tens. So tens is the greatest place value. So we need to round it off both the numbers to the nearest tens. Now round it off to the nearest tens, we will put 0 at 1's place. If 1's place is greater than 5, yes, so we will increase the tens place digit by 1. So we will increase this 8 by 1, you get 90. Next, 21. Round it off to the nearest tens. 1's place we put 0, and 1's place digit is lesser than 5, so we will not make any kind of changes here, and 2 comes as it is. Clear? Now 90 plus 20 is equals to what? 110. So this is about the estimation of sum of two numbers. Next is estimation of difference. How do we can estimate the difference? We are using the same rules such we are using in sum. Now see here, you have two numbers. Firstly, identify the smallest number. The smallest number is 1364. Clear? Now, rule number 2, identify the greatest place value of the smaller number. Now, what is the greatest place value of this smaller number? Ones, tens, 100 and 1000. So, we want to round it off both the numbers to the nearest 1000. Okay, we need to round it off both the numbers to the nearest 1000. Now, round it off to the nearest 1000. So, we are putting 0 at the ones, tens and 100 place. Now, after this, we will see what comes at the tens place. Sorry, at the 100 place. You can see at the 100 place you have 4, that is lesser than 5. So, we will not make any kind of changes and come as it is 84,000. Okay. I am using here rounded off concept of 1000. Now, see here, rounded off to the nearest 1000. Again, put 0 at the ones, tens and 100 place. Now, you can see at the 100 place you have 3. This is also lesser than 5. So, no need to make any kind of changes. We are putting 1 as it is. Clear? After rounded off, we will subtract it. 84,000 minus 1,000 is what? 83,000. Clear? Again I am explaining you. Firstly, we identify the smaller number. Whatever is smaller number, we are counting which place value that number have. This number is smaller, this number have 1000 place value. So, we are rounding both numbers to the nearest 1000. After rounded off nearest 1000, we will do subtract here. Now, you get your answer. Now, see one more example. 2404 minus 305. 2404 minus 305. In both numbers, you can see 305 is the smaller number. So, what is the place value of that number? ones, tens and 100. So we are rounded off both the numbers to the nearest 100. Okay. So now rounded off to the nearest 100. Value are rounded off to the nearest 100. We are putting 0 at ones and tens place. Okay. Now we will check at the tens place if we have number lesser than 5, then we will not make any kind of changes. Remaining numbers come as it is. Clear? Now see the 305. We are putting ones and tens place 2 zeros, and then after you can see here also as a tens place you have the 0 that is lesser than 5, so we will not make any kind of changes. 3 comes as it is. In this way you can round it off to the nearest 100. In this way you can round it off to the nearest 100. Now we need to do subtraction here. You find the difference between both. 2400 minus 300 is 2100. Now, so it is your answer. Next concept is estimation of product. How do we can do the estimation of product of two numbers? Now, here also we are following some rules. Rule number 1 is saying find the place values of given numbers. Now, in this example you can see both two numbers you have 4732 and 325. What is the place value of this number? Ones, tens, 100 and 1000. So place value of this number is 1000. What is the place value of this number? The place value of this number is 100. Okay. So rule number 1 is saying find the place value of given numbers. Rule number 2 is saying now the given number rounded off to their nearest place value. So we are rounded off this number to the nearest 1000, or we are rounded off this number to the nearest 100. Now rounded off to the nearest 1000, in this situation we are putting 3 zeros, ones, tens and 100 place. Now see 100 places it is greater than 5, so we will increase the 1000 place number by 1. So 5000 is the rounded off 4732. Now come on the next number. Next number is rounded off to the nearest 100. Rounded off to the nearest 100, you can see here at the ones and tens place we are putting zeros. Okay. Now we will check at the tens place if we have the number is lesser than 5, we will not make any kind of changes. So 3 comes as it is. Okay. Rule number 1 done. Firstly we find the place values of these numbers. Rule number 2 done. We are rounded off the given number according to the nearest place values. Now rule number 3, the product between them, multiply them. Now multiply it. 5 3s are 15 you get, and 1 2 3 4 5 zeros you have 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so this is what 15 lakh is your answer. The estimation of product of both number is 15 lakh. Now see one more example here. 7 multiplied by 598. 7 multiplied by 598. Rule number 1 is saying we are identifying the place value. We are identifying the place value. What is the place value of this 7? The place value of this 7 is ones. Yes? So we can round it off to the nearest tens here. Okay? Because when you are rounded off to the nearest ones, no values you are getting 0. So here we are rounded off to the nearest tens. Okay? Now, what is the place value of this number? The place value of this number is 100. So we are rounded off to the nearest number. You can see here, this 7 is nearest to 10, not nearest to 0. So we are not rounded as a 0. Okay. Now 7 rounded off to the nearest 10. In that situation, you are getting 10 as an answer. When you are rounded off 598 to the nearest 100, what you do? You are putting ones and tens place the 0, and then will you see at the tens place if you have the greater than 5 number, that is 9 here, so we will increase the 100 places it by 1, that is 6, and do the multiplication between them. You get your answer here. 10 multiplied by 600, that is 6000. In this way you can do the estimation of product of any kind of two numbers. Rule number 1 is saying round it off to the nearest place value, and then we'll do the multiplication. Next is estimation of question. At the time of estimating the questions, it is necessary we are following some rules. These rules are totally different from the sum, difference and product. Now see, whenever we have more than one digit divisor, then that time we need to round it off that divisor. Now you can see here in this example, here you have 1-digit divisor and here you have 2-digit divisor. Okay. So if you have 1-digit divisor, no need to be rounded off that. But if you have 2-digit divisor and more than this, you need to be rounded off that. Okay. So rule number 1 is what? Firstly, we are rounded off to the divisor if that divisor is more than 2-digit or 2-digit. Clear? Step number 2, we are rounded off to the dividend according to the nearest multiple of divisor. Now, let's see the example. In this example, you can see we have 1-digit divisor, so no need to be rounded off. Come on to step number 2. We are rounded off to this dividend. This is what? Dividend, and this is what? Divisor. Okay, so we are rounded off this dividend according to the nearest multiple of this 7. How you can round it off? Now you take the table of 7, just you can get just like this. 70 if you writing here. 7 into 7, 140. Now you can see here, if you are writing the multiples of 70, what you get? Ma'am, we need the multiple of 7. Just we are writing the multiple of 7, but at one place when we are estimating, at one place we are always putting 0. So we need 0 here. Now 50, what is this? 570. Which is the number which is nearest 570? You can see here 560 is the nearest. So 560 is rounded off dividend. Step number 1, we are rounded off divisor if that is more than or 2-digit number. Okay. Step number 2, we are rounded off dividend according to the nearest multiple of divisor. What is the nearest multiple of this divisor? 560 is the nearest multiple. Okay. So we are rounded off this dividend in 560. Clear? After this, you will make the divide. Yes. Now 560 divided by 7. You get your answer. 7 8s are 56. 80 is your answer. I will explain one more example to you. Now 1215 divided by 11 is given. Clear? Now you can see here we have 2-digit number at the place of divisor. So we will make rounded off that. Now how do you round it off? When you are rounded off 11, you get answer as 10. Step number 2 is saying rounded off to the dividend to the nearest multiple of divisor. Okay, give me answer if you want to find the nearest multiple of 1215 in terms of 10 as a multiple of 10. What is? 2 digits comes in your mind. 1200, 10 and 1220. But we always know 1220 we are taking because if 5 is coming we are taking greater number. Yes. So 1220 is your rounded off dividend and then we divide in both. You get as answer 122. So this is about number system. First chapter, knowing our number.